Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'll be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I want to talk about Bitcoin on the short term, then Bitcoin on the mid-term, and then Bitcoin on the long term. Once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, you know how this works. We're going to be jumping through to some altcoins. So this isn't, we got a little altcoin request show coming through as well, so get your altcoin requests in the chat and I'll get to them as soon as I'm done with Bitcoin. And also I do have some altcoins of the day which I've picked out. We've got Binance Coin today because obviously that pumped out of nowhere a minute ago, so I do want to talk a little bit about that. And also we've got Litecoin, and also we've got a bit of Solana baby as well. The altcoins of the day yesterday we're going to be touching on. We've got ADA, DOT, and VET, so stay tuned for that. Now, starting off with Bitcoin, let's just get straight into it. Well, I do want to do a couple shout outs straight away for everyone who's supporting the channel in the chat already. We've got Gordon, Oi Savaloy, we got Dev in the chat as well. We got James, shout out to you, bro. We got Carl Kane, said he wasn't going to be here, but he made it indeed, so thank you very much for coming through, bro. We've got Hero Optimist, Dev again, and David as well. So nice to see everyone back on the stream there. Continuously supporting Crypto Chester out here. Do appreciate it. We got Ave straight in there. David straight in there with Ave, so I'll get that on the request list for you there, bro. Now, starting off with Bitcoin, right? Now, on yesterday's stream, we were sat around this sort of zone here. We were sat around this sort of zone, and we had this head and shoulders pattern that we were aiming for. We're aiming for this zone here at around this 33,385, but unfortunately, we didn't get there. We actually found Viva La Resistance off the lower side of this symmetrical triangle, right? And I did say this is an easy possibility because this is only a head and shoulders pattern on the hourly time frame. So it's something to consider, but it's not something to go by strictly, right? Obviously, on the bigger time frames, they're more reliable on the bigger time frames, of course. So we were looking at a potential short from this zone. For me personally, I didn't get in. It didn't look a very good position, and then I went to sleep, right? But if you guys did get in, if you did go horizontal to horizontal, that would have been very good indeed, and you would have made literally You'd have made a near enough of 1%, just over 1%. Very, very good stuff indeed there, bro. Well, there, guys. I do want to touch on Hex as well, Antonio, because I did see that doing some crazy stuff in terms of an uptrend the other day, actually. So I do want to touch on that. Tasman's got me on mute. That's great because I'm editing a video, but I'm watching. Thank you very much for the continued support, Tasman. And morning to you, Antonio, and Toy Wolf. Cheetos the man. Funny stuff there, bro. But yes, anyway, back to Bitcoin for now. As you can see, we are testing this this horizontal level of support on the hourly time frame on the short term, and that's currently sat at around that 32,393. And the reason why I've got this arrow coming through here is just in case we lose this crucial level of support in terms of this downwards downward sloping support line, which we're currently testing, right, and also correlating pretty well with the horizontal as well. Kind of a crucial point here. If we lose this, I can see us coming down further. Hopefully not a lot further, but I am bullish today on Bitcoin. I will get to that very shortly indeed, but I can see us coming down a little bit further. And if that is to happen, right, we are going to be coming down in terms of the MACD on this trend. We're still currently converging on the MACD when the moving average is moving apart, right? So we're still currently converging, still currently creating this downtrend. If we do come down to this sort of line here, I've drawn in the next bullish divergence, which we're kind of looking for here. So if we do get down to that low on the shorter term time frame, it's likely that we are going to have a bounce back up, right? On the mid-term time frame, we do actually have a bullish divergence that's actually playing out now. So there is a chance that we do find support where we are here. But yeah, definitely something to take into consideration for the shorter term time frames here. If we do see this come down, we do have this bullish divergence coming through here, guys. So yeah, interesting stuff. Now, also the RSI coming through. You can see this dominant level of support that we've got coming through here. An itchy forehead for some reason. This dominant level of support coming through here that we do need to take into consideration as well, because we're on the way down there, right? We are on the way down there, and if we are to come down into fruition and test that zone there, it's likely that we're going to bounce, right? We're on the lower side of the RSI, so the more chances in terms of percentages that we bounce is more likely. So we definitely need to take that into account in terms of watching Bitcoin at this point in time, and that's pretty much going to correlate. I don't think we're going to come all the way down to this horizontal in terms of the live price action for Bitcoin, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of a test coming through off the lower side of this downward sloping support line, which we're currently testing, right? And that would correlate pretty well with a bullish divergence on the MACD there. So yeah, interesting stuff to watch out for, but crucial summary right now for Bitcoin on the shorter term time frame, it would be to watch this zone with your beady eyes here, guys. It's as simple as that. Watch this zone. If we do break, I wouldn't just be blindly shorting or anything like that. I would be waiting for that bounce back up, because I do think it is going to happen. That's pretty much Bitcoin covered on the shorter term time frames. I'm going to chuck the WAD in and let's see what the moving averages are saying. We are below all major moving averages at this point in time, and we have started this pretty dominant downtrend coming through here on the hourly. But yeah, it just is pretty much summed up here, and this is a crucial point here. We've got a higher low point coming through here as well. But yeah, so it would be, I would just be watching this zone on the shorter term time frames if you are looking to be trading Bitcoin at this point in time. Shout out to Illustri, I think that's how you say your name, bro. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. That's what, two days in a row you've come onto the stream, so do appreciate your support continuously. 7 likes already. You guys are absolutely smashing it. Can I put a 10 like target down on the thing there? And guys, I'm literally 1 subscriber away from 850 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't be there without you guys. So if we can hit that target today, that would be absolutely brilliant. I really would appreciate that. We've got Dag, a request from James out here. We've got Dag. Actually, Dag is it's in my portfolio. I did some research, and it's the good, I must say. I can see some growth from that. We did have a little bit, maybe a bit of market manipulation the other day on DAG, but I'll get to that. It is on the request list for you there, James. Now, Bitcoin on the midterm coming through here. Bitcoin on the midterm, this is interesting, right? This is very interesting stuff, because yesterday we were talking about this this falling wedge pattern. We have talking about this for a few days now, and we've been waiting for a break to the downside, or vice versa, a break to the upside. That would have been very juicy stuff indeed in terms of a potential trade that we were looking at in terms of referencing chart positions. But unfortunately, guys, we've come to the end of the pattern. It's not played out as we wanted it to, which is not good. But we have found another level of support coming through here. So I did actually draw this trend line coming through here, and that's basically creating, as you can see, a pretty big juicy symmetrical triangle coming through there. So yeah, that's definitely a point to basically be taking into account here. Granted, yes, we are at the end of the symmetrical triangle. It could just be sideways action, and we could just fizzle out. But with that being said, we could still be creating some sort of measurement to the downside. It would be looking something along the lines of this if we were to break. Still, that is going to bring us down to 30k, guys. So there's still a few things to take into consideration here with this actual chart pattern, right? Now, also, we do have a measurement to the upside coming through here. That could be looking something along the lines of this. Granted, it doesn't look that big, but in terms of percentages, it's still a nice 3.5%. Wow, 3.29% there for Bitcoin. Just gonna have some H2O, and I'll get back right to it. AXS doesn't stop going up, according to Restless Energy. Nice to see you back on the stream there, Restless Energy. Did you change your name, bro? Because was it Restless Legend before? I think it was. But yeah, let me know if you did. Shout out to Dev as well coming through. Chili's, I think that is. Chili's. Nice request coming through there from Chili's. Forgotten how to do a Z. There we go. Doesn't look like on the verge. Looks like it's on the verge of exploding too. Yeah, I've got... You are there now, 850 subs. Absolutely amazing, guys. Brilliant. Shout out to Jerry as well, coming back on the stream. Amazing stuff. Yeah, we did just hit 10. Well, we hit 11 likes. Absolutely brilliant stuff there, guys. You guys are killing it out here. I do appreciate the continued support, and especially after I had COVID as well. The YouTube algorithms are literally just fisting me. But yeah, in terms of the MACD, right? In terms of the MACD, obviously we were talking about this these trend cycles that we've got coming through here continuously, right? You can see the level of Viva La Resistance playing out here. So we need to take that into account in terms of the next uptrend, which we're seeing, right? We've seen this crossover happen, this bullish crossover coming through. So we need to take into account we are now going to be in an uptrend on the 4-hourly. Granted, I did say we could be coming down a little bit on the shorter term time frame, but that's what happens on the 4-hourly. We usually come down, and then we pump back up, right? Because we've obviously got 4 hours of this candle, or 3 hours currently left. But yeah, I would expect us to come down a little bit and then have that progression to the upside. When we see that progression to the upside, when we are looking for a potential little cheeky long position coming through, juicy Tropicana, Capri Sun juice coming in here. We got the mango juice. Yeah, nice gains coming through. We can definitely be looking at some sort of take profit coming through around this top side of this zone in terms of this trend cycle, right? Definitely a point to reference when you are trading coming through here today on the midterm for Bitcoin. Now, obviously, guys, you can also see this cycle to the downside here as well. So if we do see imminent dumpage off a cliff, I don't think it's going to happen at this time, because we've just seen that. Well, that's the wrong thing. We've just seen that continuously over the last few days or so. And let's be honest, everyone's bored of it dumping, so we're going to see some pumps, I'm sure. Now, basically, if you are going to see a nice downtrend like this, and you are going to see a bit of a reversal, this is going to be a confirmed bottom that we've got coming through here. Yes, it is a lower low in terms of this trend, but we are seeing that progression to the upside now. In terms of a target right now, I would be looking at getting over and getting back inside the symmetrical triangle on the shorter term time frame and invalidating this lower high, right? But yeah, so what I was saying there is, when we've been trending down for so long, it's likely that we are going to see a bit of an uptrend come in, because the whales, as I say here, think like a whale, you're never going to fail. You're going to have an uptrend, right? No, sorry, you're going to have a downtrend. You're not just going to be trending down the whole time, right? They are going to flip everyone back bullish again before they dump dump it on us again and set a lower low, right? So if we can profit from those swings, juicy, juicy stuff indeed. That's what we want. That's why we're here. You guys know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But yeah, what we've got in the chat coming through here. AXS is going insane, says Donna. Shout out to you, Donna, as well. Nice to see you back on the stream. Restless says, yes, I made it shorter, lol. Yeah, I did think so, bro. Superstars, morning, Chester. Been out of action too with COVID. Yeah, COVID is a bitch, man. It sucks. But back and ready to rumble. Glad you're feeling better and also back in action. Yes, bro. It's been a rough road, and then the football came in, so yeah, it's been a rough road. My voice is nearly back. I'm getting there. Still a bit croaky. Still like I sound like I smoke 20 cigarettes a day, but I don't smoke. Don't worry, guys. I'm out here. I'm a healthy dude. So yeah, In terms of trading advice for COVID, obviously I'm not a financial advisor. That's my disclaimer coming through there. I would say be careful trading because COVID really does affect how you actually think. I didn't think it would. In terms of intelligence, it does actually affect that, and in terms of your emotions behind your trades. So yeah, just be aware of that, bro. Also, we do have a bullish divergence coming through here on the 4-hourly time frame, back to the midterm coming through. So that is obviously why we've had that significant pump coming through here. But yes, if we are looking for a potential take profit, if we are going to be longing when we do see any sort of confirmation on the shorter term timeframes of a reversal coming through in terms of these trends, of a bounce off the RSI down this sort of zone here. You can't quite see that, right? Give me a sec. Shout out to Neil Esh as well, guys. There's a mod in the chat, so behave yourselves. Simple as that. No, Cheeky Chester out here, that's what he says. Nice to see you back on the stream there, bro. I haven't seen you for a few days or so, but yeah, good to catch up. Good to catch up, and good to see you back on the stream there, man. Are we doing alts next? Are we doing alts next? Yes, sir, we are doing alts next. In terms of a little touch on the alts that we are going to touch on, my altcoins of the day that I have chosen to showcase to you guys today. We've got Binance Coin, we've got Litecoin, and we've got Solana, baby. And also we are going to be touching on the altcoins of the day from yesterday, and I do want to just basically go over them and see if we can get some sort of gauge to what's happening. And we've still got a couple of valid positions that might be able to come through as well for the future, but obviously nothing I say as financial advice goes. So those are and the altcoins from yesterday, ADA, DOT, and VeChain as well. So I'll be touching on them. And then the list is AVE, HEX, DAG, TLM, AXS, and then Chili. So we've got a nice list to get through, guys. So yeah, stick around for that. Get my watch time to the goddamn moon. No, brilliant stuff. But yeah, if we do out of nowhere start trending down, guys, because we have seen an uptrend coming through here from this bullish divergence on the MACD, we do have a nice stoppage point in terms of this cycle, right? In terms of this cycle coming through here, we can definitely take this into account. That's pretty bad drawings, right? It's quite hard with the mouse sometimes. But yeah, as you can see here, we do have a nice stoppage point. If we do see a downtrend, we can definitely see some sort of reversal coming through there, happening quite imminently. If we do see any sort of imminent crossover coming through. But yeah, as you can see here on these two moving averages on the MACD here, we've had this bullish crossover, and it does look like we are flirting with the idea of flipping to that downtrend again. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little flaccid one here in terms of this uptrend, and then another really crappy downtrend again, and then a nice uptrend to this sort of zone here. I really wouldn't be surprised at all. Just because of what's happened with Bitcoin at this point in time. We've dumped significantly, and then we've pumped significantly. So we do need this consolidation. We do need some pretty boring, flaccid trends coming through on the MACD on the 4-hourly. So yeah, I wouldn't expect the biggest and craziest day in the world. That's basically what I want to say there, guys. Now, also, the OGs, you know this downward sloping resistance line by now. You know this out here. Here, if we come to this top zone here, as you can see, we do see the Viva La resistance playing out here quite heavily, right? Quite heavily, continuously. So we definitely need to take that into account when we do see imminent pumpage, right? Imminent pumpage, we could definitely see some sort of resistance. So yeah, that would be a zone to watch as well here, guys, for future in terms of trading, right? But yeah, as you can see at the moment, we are trending down on the RSI in terms of the selling power. And as you can see, it is the downtrend coming through here. But yeah, so yeah, a couple of points to reference there, guys. So yeah, this definitely a point to definitely a point to take into consideration. Looking divergences coming through here. I can't really see anything really jumping out at me. That I can see. No, nothing really. I'm near enough one here, but not quite strong enough to basically be using. Shout out to Bitcoin Beats coming in the chat there. Oi oi Savaloy. That's becoming quite a thing on this channel, I think. Oi oi Savaloy. funny stuff indeed. But yeah, shout out to you, Bitcoin Beats. And also, if you guys haven't checked out Bitcoin Beats, here's my big bro out here. He's got a pretty pretty huge established channel, right? He's an amazing trader. So yeah, go check him out if you haven't already. But yeah, huge shout out to him. But yeah, anyway, Bitcoin on the daily time frame right now. As you can see, we've been in this boring parallel falling channel for so long now. So long, I can't stress it enough. We are bored of this, right? We want some sort of move to the upside, or at least, to be honest, a move to the downside. We don't care. We're going to accumulate this whole zone right here. So yeah, a move to the downside wouldn't be bad at all here, guys. But yeah, in terms of what we were talking about yesterday, in terms of I guess I could say shorter term, but no, it's not quite shorter term timeframes right now, but we do have a shorter term parallel falling channel coming through here. We can see the support coming through here. We can see this trap zone pretty dominant indeed. So yeah, I wouldn't be shorting this, blindly shorting this until we've cleared this trap zone at all. And for that to happen, we are going to need a lot of downwards momentum, bringing the price all the way down to that 31,500 zone, and that's going to be this horizontal as well. So yeah, we would need to get over that firstly, and then talk about flirting with the idea of not getting a lowest level of support on this trap zone coming through here. There, guys. Just gonna have some more water and then progress further. In terms of this 21 moving average coming through here, right? We've got a 21 moving average coming through here. And you can see the level of rejection coming through, which is actually quite interesting, right? Because it is actually holding its own. And it has actually been holding its own quite continuously on the daily chart here. So we definitely need to think, that was obviously before obviously this madness happened, right? So we definitely need to think about this in the future if we are going to see any pumps to the top side, because it is correlating pretty much in this sort of range here, this sort of zone that we've got coming through here around this 34,373 and also 34,373 to this 33,800. So this sort of range coming through here, that's definitely going to be a heavy point of resistance, because we can see all of these indications that we are going to get a swift rejection coming through here. But we do need to think about also we've tested this quite a few times now. So if we do see progression, we could hopefully be looking at a break, right? If we can get a break, we want to be looking at the volume there and a few other things coming through for a potential long position to the upside here. But we do have the 55 to think about as well there, guys. So I wouldn't just be blindly entering along. We do need to think about the retest and all of that juicy stuff that I do talk about on this channel, right? 19 likes. You guys out here are killing it. Guys are killing it. But yeah, in terms of referencing the RSI coming through on the daily here, you can see this massive, huge downward slope and resistance line that we do need to take into consideration if we do see any sort of pumpage. And that's pretty much going to correlate very, very well with this zone, this sort of range that I was just talking about there, at around this 34,000 to 33,000 sort of zone there. So if we do get up there, if we do see any sort of pump, we're going to see obviously a pump on the RSI here, and that's obviously going to correlate pretty well with this Viva La resistance line coming through here, as you can see. The Viva La resistance is there, it's strong, it's fighting the war. We are going to be fighting that war very soon if we do see any significant pumps to the upside here for Bitcoin. So yeah, a few things to take into consideration there, guys. I haven't actually said this morning, but what day are we? We Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday? Thursday. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday morning, because I know I am so far. It's good stuff indeed. But yeah, so yesterday, if we're reflecting on yesterday, we did actually come down pretty heavily and test this 31,600 sort of zone, correlating with this trap zone as well, right? Now, if we are looking for any potential position, if we do see imminent dumpage, guys, we do know the grayscale stuff, I think it starts on the 16th, all that grayscale stuff when they unlock the Bitcoin and all that juicy stuff there. So yeah, if you haven't done any research on that, I would suggest to do some research on that, because it's going to be pretty crucial right now. It's going to be pretty crucial, and we do need to take that into consideration for the price of Bitcoin and what it could actually be doing there. It's definitely going to have an effect on the price there. Whether it's up, whether it's down, we could actually dump off a cliff, because people have had their Bitcoin locked up for quite a while. A lot of big investors and stuff, and they could just decide to sell it off, right? And if they do decide to sell it off, we're going to see a significant drop in Bitcoin. To put it into perspective, Grayscale holds 654,000 Bitcoin, right? that just puts it into perspective how much the price could move, right? If everyone just gave up on it. So I don't think that's going to happen personally, but it is definitely gonna have a move in the price. So yeah, I would recommend a bit of research on that. If we are looking for any sort of short position coming out of this parallel channel coming through here, we could be looking at something like this. In terms of the measure move, we would be doing something like that, as I just did while I was speaking there. Obviously, speculatively speaking, where we're going to break, if we do break along this trap zone here. And that is going to correlate pretty well with this volume weighted ATR band coming through here as well. So we can definitely reference that in terms of a bounce point, potential long position coming through here. Because if we just imagine that we did long and then took profit at that candle body close there, would have been a lovely near enough 5% there, juicy stuff indeed. And vice versa from that zone there all the way up to around that. Oh, no. absolutely not. It's not correlating very well at all. Yep, there we go. Candle body close around 19% gain there. And this is obviously, guys, when these panic sells are happening here. I know it's very, very, very scary when it's so volatile and stuff. But if we're using indicators out here, if I bring up the blue box zone right now, and we can literally look at this level. It's got tapped here, pretty much tapped here as well. So if these levels are going to be correlating across a few indicators and stuff, it's not just going to go down, right? I know the panic sell, when it's going absolutely crazy, it looks like it's not going to stop. It will stop. As you can see here, it will stop. We will just create a lower low. The whales won't let it go literally to the floor. They won't. It's just, it's less profitable for them if they do. So we need to take into account, if we can profit from that, make a nice long position or a nice juicy swing there, we're going to do that, because you know why we're here, guys. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. But yeah, it's pretty much Bitcoin summed up here on the daily right now. If we are looking for any more significant progression to the upside, we do have this this lower high to think about, and the target price of that is in this sort of range that I was talking about here, and that's around that 34 to 33k zone. That's when I'm going to be flipping a bit more bullish, when we can get over this sort of zone there. But at this point in time, it's just a dirty downtrend, right? It's just a dirty downtrend. The juice in the bottle has gone moldy. We're just falling, right? It's out of date right now. Bitcoin is out of date. But yeah, so anyway, moving on to the weekly chart for Bitcoin right now. I'd like to say that I'm pretty bullish on the weekly, just because you can see this, we actually fell off a cliff, right? And we've consolidated for a bit here. So likelihood of us coming up for a bit and testing this sort of zone is likely correlating with the 21 moving average as well, and that's bringing us up around that 39,000 sort of zone there. Now if I bring up the monthly chart here, definitely bullish on the monthly chart, right? Because you know what happens when we jump off the Grand Canyon, right? We jump off the Grand Canyon from the top side to the bottom side here. We're looking at around a 55% jump there. You need some sort of recovery, right? You need some sort of recovery for that dump to be absolutely valid, right? Vice versa, like we've seen here when we climb Everest, you see that dump coming through there. This is obviously this whole bull run that we've seen, right? So yeah, I would be expecting some sort of reversal in the coming months coming months coming through here up to around that 40k there. It's totally throwing myself off there. But yeah, that's the sort of reversal I would be looking for the future. And obviously we do have quite a dominant horizontal plotted in there around that 41k. And I think that does correlate with a zone that I was talking about before, actually. Yeah, it was around this lower high zones that we've got coming through here, the continuous lower highs. Granted, we did see an invalidation of a lot of the lower highs coming through here, but yeah, we obviously had the next crash come through there. So yeah, this was great, and we were looking for a long, but the retest didn't do us well, and we didn't get in a long, and we waited and we dumped, and it was invalid there. So yeah, good stuff, and that's why we wait for that retest yet again. Now, if we are going to see any more progression to the downside, which is extremely likely, I must say, especially with all this grayscale news, we do have the 21 moving average coming through here on the monthly chart. So that's definitely a point to watch here. Definitely a point to watch in terms of a bounce point as well. But we are going to be referencing a few other things with that as well. In terms of indicators that we got coming through here, we do also have a volume weighted ATR band at a bottom zone here, sat at around that 30k. So yeah, I would expect some sort of bounce zone from there. So yeah, there's a few bounce points coming through, but what I'm saying here is we can have a panic sell-off quite easily. And as you can see, as I was just discussing there on the shorter term, the daily term timeframes here, these panic sell-offs, we can go all the way and find a bottom, and within that day, we're still coming up to that. We're still pumping up another 10%, having that buy up, having that recovery coming through. So yeah, a few things to look at there, guys, and best just take the information and keep it in your back pocket, just in case that we do have that insane panic sell-off again over the next weekend or so, because it is over the next weekend or so, over the next few days or so. Probably not over the next few days. Probably I would say until the 19th, I think it is. I know. There's a big day on the 17th, so yeah, I would really watch the 17th there. Would not take your eyes off the charts there. And I think I've agreed to go hiking with my girlfriend, so that's not good, because obviously I'm not going to have any signal. So yeah, not good. But yeah, touching on the Bitcoin dominance coming through here. This isn't the Bitcoin dominance, this is the daily Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin dominance coming through. I did want to talk about this zone actually, because obviously here, guys, I am on the weekly. YY says, oi, oi, Savaloy, well, BNB is pumping hard. What a nice green. Yeah, it is actually pumping hard. That's crazy, actually. I nearly shorted BNB this morning, and I'll get to that because it is my altcoin of the day, one of my altcoins of the day, and that's why I did want to touch on that, guys. We're on 22 likes, out here killing it. Yeah, but yeah, Bitcoin dominance right now, guys. I did want to touch on this. We are on the weekly chart. The reason I wanted to touch on this is because, as you can see here, we saw significant progression in the altcoins when this dumped before, right? Significant progression in the altcoins on the previous bull run, right? The previous bull run from what we've just had, right? So yeah, as you can see here, we've actually got a nice horizontal plotted in into the lowest point that we have seen the Bitcoin dominance actually go to on this chart, right? Which is very interesting, right? It's very, very interesting. And the reasoning for this is because we're likely to have some sort of reversal, right? We're like, just in terms of a healthy chart, we're likely to have some sort of reversal, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some sort of reversal. And you know what happens when we see some reversal on the Bitcoin dominance here, guys? The altcoins are going to suffer, right? The altcoins are going to suffer, and Bitcoin isn't going to suffer, right? The Bitcoin is going to do well because when we do see pumping here, we do see people move their money from the altcoins into Bitcoin, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a significant pump to the upside here on the Bitcoin dominance, probably like so, and that's obviously going to bring a lot of the altcoins down. So what I do say continuously throughout my community, a hodl is a hodl. You're going to be hodling that for a long time. It's not a spot trade. A hodl is a hodl. Do not sell at a loss. It will come back. It's as simple as that. But just be prepared for the future. I'm talking maybe 6-7 weeks from now. We could be looking at the alts taking a bit of a suffering, bit of a hit, right? But yeah, in terms of the absolute low point that we could go, if the alts are going to be climbing, we could be coming to this horizontal zone that we've got plotted down here. If we lose this zone, then the alts are going to the goddamn moon, I must say. Absolutely amazing stuff. So yeah, definitely a point to watch here because we are on the volume weighted ATR band as well. And we do primarily find either a level of support or a Viva La resistance coming through there. So yeah, it's a very interesting point that we are currently sat on at this zone right now. Interesting. So yeah, did want to touch on that for you guys. If I jump back to the shorter term time frame so we get a bit of a better gauge in what's actually happening, because we are following this chart pattern on the Bitcoin dominance in this dirty downtrend coming through here. Well, technically it's a good downtrend because it's pulling up the alts with us. So but yeah, we have actually seen a break to the top side. We have got a measure move on the Bitcoin dominance, which is obviously going to bring Bitcoin up, but we did actually see this fizzle out, right? We saw this fizzle out yesterday, and this was good. This was good stuff, because obviously we did see the alts take a nice little progressive move to the upside from there with Bitcoin as well. So that's obviously had the effect here. Coming through on in terms of referencing the fear and greed index today. Yes, yesterday I did say, I hold my hands up, I'm transparent as I can be, guys. I did say I did think we were going to be expecting a bit more greed today. I did. I was wrong. Simple as that. I was wrong. We actually went down from yesterday. Bit gutting, in my opinion, because I did want a bit more greed to get a bit more confidence in crypto, because that's what we really want out here. A shout out to Narania. How are you today, Chester? I am very well, thank you. How are you? If you still have time, would you look at Sun, please? Thank you. Yes, I would definitely look at Sun there. I think that is probably going to be it for requests, because I do have the in-laws coming in 45 minutes. So I've really got to wrap this up coming through here. But I still got a bit of time. But yeah, 23 likes. You guys are killing it. Can I put a 30 like target on the table? That'd be amazing if we can get to 30 likes. And I think we did hit my 850 subscriber target today, which is absolutely amazing, guys. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Obviously, I've only been streaming 2 months here, so I'm still continuously trying to progress. But yeah, in terms of where we're at now, let me jump to B&B is absolutely mooning. It's banging it right now. Very interesting stuff here. Now, yesterday I did talk about this on my stream, because the reasoning for this is we do have not obviously this live pump that we're talking about now. What do you think about Barbridge? Not really sure on Barbridge, bro. I definitely I'm going to do some research on that because it's interesting to learn new things, because that's the thing with trading, right? You're going to be learning continuously new things, right? And there's so many different techniques, so many different thank you. Take a lot of vitamin D, Chester. Yeah, I do like my vitamin D. But yeah, there's always things to learn with trading, and you're never gonna know it all, right? And if you know it all, then you're a goddamn god. Even like the big guys at the top, they don't know it all. There's so many different strategies with trading. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna look into, bro. Barbridge, interesting. But yeah, so B&B right now, you can see this rising wedge pattern coming through, and this is why we were thinking about potential positions here. I think I made a nice 6% coming through here when we did dump before. But yeah, as you can see, we were looking at another position yesterday on the chart, and just before the stream started, I was waiting for this 4-hourly candle close, right? And I was there like, okay, we could be shorting this down, because obviously we've seen this confirmed trend retracement in a sense. We've seen this confirmed trend coil over and come back down and lose this horizontal level of support at this $304 there. Barnbridge. Oh no, bro. I definitely Barnbridge. Yeah, I'll look into that, bro. It does sound interesting there, David. But yeah, thanks for that, bro. Because obviously it's all good to keep learning new stuff, right? So keep good to learn new stuff. And everyone's got different trading techniques. So yeah, if I can help anyone with my technique, or you can help me with your technique, then it's good news. It's good stuff, right? It's good stuff, right? So yeah, as you can see here, I was looking for a short position. I just did want to explain this really. For me, there's no reason why this is pumping. There's absolutely no reason at all. I have no idea. But I'm bullish on Binance Coin in the long run. So that's good stuff if it is pumping. Very good stuff it is in my portfolio. Can't disclose that stuff. But anyway. The reason why I didn't get into this short position, we did get a 4-hourly candle close, and I want to get to this 15-minute zone here because we got a 4-hourly candle close, and literally straight away we just absolutely banged it, right? And I was waiting, I was sat there and I was there like, right, potential for a short position here. It's going to look pretty good. Nope, absolutely not. And that's why we wait, guys. We wait. We're patient. We're calm. We're collected. We're not just jumping in, because if I'd have jumped in here, I would have got absolutely wrecked, right? For the sake of, what is it, like 3%, right? But yeah, obviously I'm not saying 3% is bad. It's a very good percent, right? But yeah, so it's good to basically just be patient, calm, and collected. And that's the point that I did want to get across here. Now, in terms of what's happening here, in terms of this pump, right? We have invalidated this lower high that we did set in terms of curling over of this trend. The BNB burn, question mark. Maybe actually, Dev. That's a good point, bro. Definitely something to look into. But yeah, I would say the next target here for BNB is this 200 exponential moving average, and that's sat around that 323. Guys, do not be just FOMOing in, right? Don't FOMO into this stuff here. I know it looks amazing. It looks a massive pump. Just don't jump in at the top because you could easily reject from here. Having a pump like this, it's not really that healthy, right? It's not really that healthy when we're jumping. Let's do some percents in here. Let's do some percents when we're jumping up literally 5% in the space of literally like an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. So yeah, and we're still progressing up to the top side here. So yeah, I wouldn't just be jumping in here. I would still be waiting for that confirmed trend, confirmed breakouts and stuff like that. And the volume is actually still quite low. That's very interesting, actually. That is interesting. That could basically indicate that we could be going a little bit higher. And as you can see, we are pumping as I'm talking. But yeah, I would be expecting a bounce point to the downside around this 200 exponential moving average. And also that is going to correlate pretty well with the lower side of this the upward sloping resistance line of the lower side of this rising wedge pattern here. Interesting stuff. Dossie says BNB Binance pump, Bitcoin pump coming through here. Interesting, yeah. So we did actually bounce off this horizontal, and we did actually bounce off this downward sloping support line coming through here, all the way up to 32,500. Very nice. All the way from 32,398. Now, referencing this this bullish divergence that we were looking for here, that's probably going to be invalid now, because as you can see, the MACD is now diverging. It's not converging anymore. As you can see, this blue moving average is taking that curl over in a sense, right? So yeah, we're probably not going to see this bullish divergence play out here, but we did see it play out on the midterm here. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see us pumping up from this zone. We actually found a nice level of support on this 10 moving average as well there. So very interesting stuff. I would be looking at targets at the top side of this 32,858 if this trend is good and the bottom holds out here for this 4-hourly candle, right? We would be looking for a lower high in terms of it's quite hard to see for you guys there. Let me zoom in a bit more, right? Because obviously we've got a lower low in terms of this trend right now. So in terms of the next 4-hourly candle, we would be looking for a lower high at this zone here. Sorry, a higher low at this zone here, and then we can see definitely progression to the top side from there. So yeah, definitely a few things to take into consideration there, guys, for Bitcoin in terms of the live price action here for Bitcoin. But yeah, we do have this bullish divergence coming through here, as you can see here, referencing the MACD coming through there. So yeah, we are looking at a bit of progression to the upside, I would say. But yeah, I did say this at the start of my stream. I did expect us to come down a little bit lower and to activate some sort of bullish divergence on the MACD there, but we didn't actually get there, guys. I did say it is a possibility we can pump from here, and we did. We found a lovely level of support, and it was a crucial point to watch there. Now referencing actually looking down at the RSI, we did actually we near enough got there on the RSI, and that's what we were waiting for in terms of the midterm, the short term here. Probably could do something like that, yeah, move it up, move this bit around, right? So yeah, we did actually see, you can see the significance of a bounce like this on a trend like this on the RSI. So yeah, it's very interesting to watch these zones, guys. I would be referencing the RSI continuously, and because you can use it in many, many different ways in terms of divergences, in terms of trend lines, in terms of actual chart patterns, it's still very, very valid in terms of that, right? So yeah, interesting stuff happening here for Bitcoin. God, it is pumping significantly, guys. Very, very interesting stuff. And we've got all these moving averages as well. I would expect the next target I would expect is around that 32,700, 32,800 sort of zone. If we can get over this 55 moving average coming through here, that's going to mean that we're going to be looking at, hopefully we can get over this zone here on the lower side of this symmetrical triangle. If we can get over that, then and then have a healthy retest, then this juicy long position could be coming into fruition. But with that being said, guys, let me bring up the MACD here on the 4 hourly here, because you can see we're in this uptrend now. This uptrend is coming up. If we do see any sort of resistance coming through here to the top side in terms of this, so dead, this mouse, in terms of this chart pattern, in terms of this trend cycle that we've got coming through here on the MACD, it's very likely that we are going to see Viva la Resistance take its toll coming through here, right? You called it Sir, mass respect. I do like the word Sir, bro. That's cool stuff. But yeah, shout out to Green Goblin. Been here from absolute day one, bro. So yeah, does mean a lot you come back on my stream, bro. Really good stuff. Donna says, he's not my kind of people, lol. Okay, bro. Okay, Donna, sorry. Barnbridge, 94.5 mil market cap. Coin supply, 3.5 million. It's a huge it's a DeFi, a decentralized finance hedge. Yeah, I'll do some research on that, bro. I've not really heard of it, but I thought you were on about some sort of indicator or something. But yeah, I'll definitely I'll write that down now, and definitely do some research on that, because you guys know I like to research my coins. I think someone suggested the coin DAG here. Someone suggested that coin on my stream before, and I did some research on it, and it's actually something that I really do have a lot of confidence in. I do think we are going to like 100x or something crazy in the future. So yeah, I did add that to my HODL portfolio. So it's nice. Everyone's suggesting coins are continuously inside of the community, and if you guys did want to join the community, it's actually pinned in the Telegram. It's pinned in the chat there, guys, and it's obviously a safe space for all traders. New guys, if you're new, if you're a beginner, it's a safe space to ask questions and stuff. You don't want to do it live on the stream if you don't want to get embarrassed and that sort of stuff there. Let's jump to the 1 hourly time frame here, because you can see we've got a bearish divergence coming through here on the MACD, which is interesting as well, because we haven't really seen that play out recently on James Croucher. I'm hugely bullish on DAG. Yes, me too, bro. Very bullish indeed. It's actually one of the only sort of altcoins that are actually getting adopted by governments and defense contracts and stuff like that. And if we know how big the market cap and stuff for war is, right? They invest so much money continuously every single year into war, in terms of all of that stuff. So they're going to be using the blockchain technology and stuff like that for that sector. It's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely huge, guys. So yeah, definitely want to research, guys. Is DAG. I'm going to have some H2O and then proceed with my altcoin of the day, and that is Litecoin today. 26 likes, you guys out here, absolutely amazing. 30 like target is on the table. If you guys want to smash that, that'd be absolutely amazing. Obviously, if you are enjoying the stream, of course. Now we do have a bearish divergence, as I was just saying here, so I would be expecting some sort of reversal coming down here in terms of this is obviously for Litecoin, guys, in terms of bouncing to the lower side of this of these moving averages coming through here. And also we do have this parallel channel coming through, this falling parallel channel coming through here on the midterm here for Litecoin. So if we do see a break to the downside here, it's going to be a pretty juicy trade that we do need to think about here. The reasoning for this is because we are going to lose a crucial level, a crucial horizontal level of support here at that $124 there, and also that's going to be the target to the downside for the first checkpoint if we can get down there, and creating a lower low in terms of this trend, and also the next break point that we are going to be looking for would be the lower side of this parallel channel, this falling parallel channel, and that is sat at around this around this 123 there. So it's definitely a point to watch out for here today, because we are looking like we are going to curl over. I think this current pump, what we are seeing, that's obviously having some effect in terms of the Bitcoin pump, right? That's obviously having some effect on the altcoins coming through here, and you can see, yes, we are seeing that here coming through on the Bitcoin dominance when this is coming down. Altcoins are having a little pump, right? Interesting stuff. Resta says, last time I checked, DAG was 10 cents. Yeah, it actually pumped to like 40 cents, bro. Absolutely crazy. Tom says, the CEO of DAG was involved with OneCoin. Be careful with that one. Oh, yeah. Was that a rug pull, was it? Yeah, but I watched a pretty good video on YouTube. I think it's from a guy called Richard, maybe. I don't really follow him at all, really, but I did watch his video just on the off chance, and he really did touch on it, and it was very convincing. He sold it to me in a sense. They've obviously got all the military contracts all published on the website and stuff. It was very good stuff. I did check it all out myself. I did actually I had someone on the stream the other day say, can you check out Hex? Their website is pretty impressive, and the technology that they're doing, that's amazing, right? That's very good. So if you want to be wowed by a website and some 3D stuff coming through there, go to HEX website. That's very amazing in terms of that was wrong. Yeah, in terms of the website, it's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, in terms of Litecoin right now, I would expect some sort of reversal to the downside. In terms of the target, it would be this 124. In terms of having the continuation of this downtrend, right? I wouldn't expect us to be coming up any higher. One, because we've had this bearish divergence come through, and two, we've got these lower highs to think about. If we can start invalidating these lower highs, then it is going to be looking a little bit more bullish, right? But I would expect some sort of bounce down, probably looking something like so. If we are going to come up to this 21 moving average and come up and test that, right? Yeah, that's why I did want to have this for my altcoin of the day, because it's quite a healthy chart pattern, and we've got a nice divergence coming through there. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Now, if I bring up the RSI coming through here, you can see if we are going to pump anywhere, if we're going to have any significance in the pump that we are seeing now, we are going to see some rejection coming through off this downward sloping resistance line on the RSI coming through there. So yeah, interesting points to watch coming through here, guys. As you can see, we're likely to viva la resistance play out. Very interesting stuff. Very exciting stuff for Litecoin there, and that's why it's claim my altcoin of the day for you guys to do your own research. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice to everyone out there. Amazing stuff. But yeah, back onto my next altcoin of the day, and that is Solana, baby. Solana, baby. The reasoning for this today is we have got a very nice parallel channel, near enough parallel channel. It's still very nice indeed, still very good indeed. We've still got a couple of touches to the top side. We got the support coming down to the bottom side as well there, and we do have a bullish divergence at this point, and that's why we're seeing this pump play out. But it's very interesting stuff at this point in time. The reasoning for this is take a breath. The reasoning for this is you can see the viva la resistance that we are seeing in terms of the reversal of the the reversal of the uptrends coming through here for Sol, and literally we're sat dead on this zone at this point in time, right? We're sat dead on this zone, and so the chances of us having that reversal is quite high, right? It's quite high, correlating with these moving averages coming down as well, correlating with the top side of this parallel channel. So I would be potentially looking at a short inside of this channel around a 6.87%. I can't speak. 6.87% gain there in terms of a short position. Obviously, if we can get a nice 4-hourly candle close below this 21, then it is going to be looking very good indeed in terms of having this trend reversal coming through, right? Juicy stuff indeed. I would be looking at firstly a nice solid test of this trend line to the downside, or to the lower side of this, to the top side of this channel, right? I would be looking at a nice test coming through there before we are looking to short at all, right? Yeah, interesting stuff, and that's why I claim my altcoin of the day today for Solana, baby. But yeah, so good stuff. We are seeing a bit of a trend reversal at this time, so yeah, it would be a crucial point to watch here on the hourly if we can get that viva la resistance playing through there. And then we can look at, yeah, I probably wouldn't be actually entering a short unless we invalidate this higher low coming through here. That's going to be sat around that $29.81. Obviously, that's not too far away on the hourly. We can get there. We do have called up moving averages as well, so we know what happens when they are called up. We're looking for, as you can see here, the chances of that being there, like what? As you can see here, called up moving average, you can see a breakout in terms of the price action, right? So yeah, we are looking at some sort of breakout happening pretty imminently, right? So yeah, definitely a point to watch here, and that's why it's claimed my altcoin of the day today, Solana, baby. Right, moving on to my altcoins of the day from yesterday, right? Andre says Hex is a scam. Interesting. Google it, Chester. Yep, I probably should. I haven't invested in it. I was just wowed by the website and wowed by the technology and stuff that they are, I guess, claiming. Andre says they are a scam, but we'll definitely we'll see how it plays out. They're claiming they've got these like 3D booths or something that they're trying to sell. Crazy stuff. The website is amazing. So if it is a scam, take my hat to them. They've done very well with the website convincing people. It looks very good. David says Quant is going to be a beast coin too. Interesting. Yeah, I was meant to do some research on Quant while I was researching DAG, but unfortunately I didn't get round to it. So let me write that on my schedule for today as well. To do some research on Quant coin. Thank you very much again for that, David. Look at a hammer candle before shorting. Do you look for a hammer candle? Sometimes, bro. Definitely sometimes. It's definitely a factor. Definitely good to throw in all the information before taking a crazy short, right? So yeah, interesting. Hey, Chester, what's your view on GBTC release in a few days' time? Do you think we are going up? GBTC, I probably don't have time to do. I've got half an hour. I've really got to bang this out. Yeah, not good. I probably can't do any more requests today, guys. But yeah, so not good. But yeah, so anyway, ADA, I wanted to touch on this from yesterday. I made a lovely short position coming out of this descending triangle coming through here. Very nice indeed. Below all major moving averages. Nice, solid downtrend coming through here at this point in time. If you were looking for another entry on this retest, you would have got in around this zone when we lost this 21, and you'd still be riding this short all the way down. I would have been taking profit continuously. Yeah, probably sat literally on this candle wick here, and that's going to be sat around this $1.23 there. So well done, Mr. Miles. Who trades DAG? I think it's a bit too early to really be trading it because the confidence isn't really. It's a very early coin, bro. It's quite early in production and stuff. It's only on like Qcoin and stuff like that. So it's not really on any real established exchanges. So yeah, I wouldn't really be trading it. It's more of a hodl for me because it is. For me personally, I trade the top 50 cryptos. If you're in the top 50, I would be trading you on a day-to-day sort of swing trade basis, right? If not, you're going to be a hodl. It's as simple as that. Because I don't want to be looking at like 100 charts, like sod that. If you look at Crypto Banter from yesterday, the interview with Richard Hart, it sounds like a Ponzi, but it could be that Richard Hart doesn't know how to talk. Interesting stuff. That's very interesting that you guys are saying Hex is a scam. I'm definitely going to look at that. That's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. Let me what we did. ADA. This is why I wanted to touch on ADA because of this descending triangle that we had coming through here. And a potential position. I made my money here for ADA, so I wasn't going to be getting involved with this one here because it did look like we are going to come back up, but no, we didn't. We actually saw the swift rejection, so well done to anyone got in anywhere there, got in with that there. Very good indeed. Very juicy stuff. And as you can see here, we did see that pretty. This is why I stress about this stuff, guys, because it's very good to know when you're looking at this bounce point in terms of this downtrend coming through here. It's just look at that correlation in terms of that take profit with this measure move to the downside. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything more. Now, at this point in time, right now for this top side of this trend cycle, you can see the correlative points along this zone here. So we are potentially looking at a swift rejection coming through here once we've had that bullish crossover on the MACD. Because as you can see, we are diverging coming through here on the MACD, looking for that crossover. We're looking for this central point coming through here. We're going to see this uptrend come through. It's going to be either really flaccid, and we are going to see a continuation to the downside, and you are going to see a completion of the measure move coming through here. If anyone did get in on that, well done. If I've already completed a measure move and I've already made my money there, I'm probably not going to be going for the same trade again. Just like someone who performs a heist, you don't do the same heist twice, sort of thing, right? So you'll be waiting for that next chart pattern to come through. So yeah, I would be waiting for a rejection point coming through here, maybe even coming up for a bit, coming up to that $1.26, and then seeing that rejection off this flaccid trend, and then seeing that progression to the downside. And you can see the room that we've got on the MACD here for the progression to the downside. It's quite a lot of room there. So yeah, interesting stuff to take into consideration for ADA. Now, moving on to DOT. I'm going to have to fly through some of these now. Moving on to DOT. As you can see here, we do have a measure move here for DOT, and this was very interesting actually because there was a potential position to the downside here out of this parallel channel. And this is why I wanted to touch on this yesterday actually. Yeah, I was potentially looking for a potential short position on my stream yesterday, I do believe. Where were we? Around this sort of zone here, I did say if we are going to see this trend reversal after testing this zone here, the likelihood of us coming down to this horizontal is fairly likely. Potentially, I was going to say from this zone here, but we weren't up this zone when I was streaming, right? We were down here, so I did say there is potential for a little 2% short position coming through there. So I did want to touch on that because that actually did play out pretty well indeed. So yeah, so well done to anyone who did the research and got involved with that, right? I couldn't buy it on Qcoin either. Okay, let me rephrase. Where do I get DAG lol? I just got into crypto a month ago. I'm still learning proper terminology usage, bro. Hey man, I'm still learning terminology usage. There's so many words, so many keywords out here, and I've been doing it like 2 years now or something. So yeah, you're always going to be learning new stuff, bro, continuously. So yeah, don't sweat about your terminology and stuff like that. Just use like other words like I do. I just throw other words if I don't know it. Really bad at remembering words, especially when streaming, right? But yeah, anyway, don't sweat about that, bro. But yeah, nice 2% there made with DOT there. So I did want to touch on that as well. Now, VeChain, baby. We are looking at symmetrical triangle playing out to the downside here. We have seen a break. Very nice stuff indeed. We broke at around 7 cents and 45. We actually saw us come down, bang this horizontal in terms of level of support at this 69 giggity point there. And we have seen a reversal in the trend. Very nice stuff indeed. And we did see a 69 point get hit and then progression to the upside from there. Interesting, very interesting. We have seen a nice curl over in the trend there. So I would be expecting at this point in time, if we do, so obviously guys, we are on the 4-hourly candle here. If we go to the hourly, I'm sure, yeah, we are seeing this trend reversal coming through, and that's obviously having an effect from this Bitcoin dominance, right? So it is interesting if we do see a resistance point get played out here here from the 21, we could see a reversal, and that could basically bring us down to this 68 cents there. So it could be a potential position to think about. Obviously, if we are going to be losing this zone here, if we lose this zone here, then we would be shorting from this zone, from that 70 cents all the way down to 68. In terms of a percent for that position that we could be looking for there, guys, is around that 2.51%. Restless giggity. Yeah, funny stuff there, bro. Could be looking at 2.5% there again there for VeChain, but we are definitely going to be waiting for that breakout of this lower low in terms of this trend that we are seeing here. I can't see us coming all the way up to this 73 zone there. Where do I change my feet in the crypto into DAG? That's what I want to know. I want to hodl some, but I don't know how to get it. Are you on about Qcoin? Yeah, Qcoin's a bit of a myth, bro. You just got to change it. You got to go to a stable coin. So go to like USDT, like Tether for Binance. I'm not sure what it is on Qcoin actually. But yeah, then you just do like a spot trade over. Yeah, maybe jump on YouTube and get someone to walk you through it or something like that. But I'm sure there's a video out there. But yeah, just be careful because you can easily mess it up, right? So yeah, anyway, hopefully we can get a reversal. Hopefully we can see that for VeChain, and hopefully we can bang it down to this horizontal here. If we are to lose that horizontal, then I am inclined to actually ride this volume weighted ATR band all the way down, because as you can see, the support is there. The support is there continuously, so we could be looking at another in my opinion, right? I preferably go for these bigger swings. If I can make 2-3% the whole way down, I'm going to continuously do that. Vice versa, if I'm going for a whole measure move, I'm going to be staggering my take profits continuously at all the horizontals, at all the pivot points, at all the moving averages, right? It's how I made money, right? I've tried out a few trading strategies, and it's the most successful one that I have found, doing it like so, right? So yeah, that's why I do that, right? VeChain covered. Did we do DART and ADA? Yes, we did. Now to get through to some requests, we got AAVE, very good stuff indeed. Let me jump to that. So yeah, as you can see at this point in time, we've got we did invalidate this lower high actually, which is interesting. But we did see that Viva la resistance play out and created a new lower high here on the 4-hourly, sat around that 320 zone there. So I would be saying I am a bit bearish right now in terms of this trend, because obviously we are in a downtrend coming through, and I would be inclined to say we are looking at potentially a little bit of a channel coming through there, as you can see. We've got touches to the top side, touches to the bottom side, resistance to the top side, support to the bottom side here. So yeah, quite interesting. Let me get rid of the moving averages for now. As you can see, we are in an uptrend. We are the next point in terms of a challenge point, in terms of this lower high, in terms of this uptrend playing out a bit longer, would be this zone here. If we can get over this, I wouldn't say 297. I'd probably bring that a bit further down, maybe to candle body close around the 291. If we can get over 291, I would be inclined to say that we are going to come up and test this 303. If we can get over that, then we could be looking at a measure move to the top side out of this channel, and that could be looking something along the lines of this. Obviously, depending on how we're going to go in terms of the trend, we could be looking at something along the lines of this right now. Obviously, that is speculation, whether we don't find the resistance off this zone. And as you can see, we have continuously, right, in terms of this downtrend, in terms of this reversal, after this progressive, nice, actually quite healthy uptrend to the upside here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to see this reversal play out for a bit longer, maybe come down to around this sort of level. I'm invalidating a few higher lows here before having that, well, not quite that parabolic, but then the progression move to the upside from there. PJ Benji, no, I haven't looked at Matic, bro. I wasn't going to take any more requests, but I'm actually very intrigued by Matic, so yeah, I'll put that on the list. Hopefully I can get to it. I do have to end the stream in about 12 minutes. Not good. That's weird. It says I've only been live for 2 minutes. Very, very weird. Don't know if that's saying that for you guys, but yeah, interesting. 31 likes out here. You guys are smashing it. But yeah, at this point in time for AVE, I would be looking at basically watching this zone to the top side here in terms of this horizontal, sat at around this $290 there. For AVE, in terms of a rejection point, I wouldn't be surprised if we got rejected from that zone. So yeah, crucial point to watch would be this zone here for AVE. Now, if we're going to be looking at what's good coming through here, we've got a bullish divergence coming through here on the MACD, as you can see, like so. We've got a bit of a bullish divergence coming through like so. So that's probably why we're seeing this bit of a progressive move to the upside here, and this uptrend playing out, right? We do have a bit of a cycle coming through. I wouldn't say it's like the most dominant thing in the world, but we're still seeing that resistance nonetheless. So yeah, that's definitely a point to maybe watch. I wouldn't be going all in on something like this, because obviously you do have insane amounts of spillover continuously, right? But yeah, it's definitely something to take into consideration in terms of a trend reversal for the uptrend there to think about there. Setcon says, will BNB go to 325? When will it dump? Right, I'm going to jump to, I haven't seen you on the stream before there, Setcon, so I'm going to jump to that quickly for you there, bro. You got VIP first time priority. I don't think we're going to get to 325 in my opinion. Oh, potentially, actually, we could actually come up and test this upward sloping resistance line at this point in time. If we can, then that's going to be absolutely amazing. But when you're seeing candles like this, bro, it's pretty unhealthy, right? You need to basically take into account for that reversal, right? And obviously, we've got this 200 exponential moving average sat around this 323, correlating with this upward sloping resistance line as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw resistance play out from this zone and a reversal coming through here back down to the lower side of this trap zone. So yeah, this is a pretty huge candle, pretty parabolic. And if we climb, what we say on this channel, bro, if we climb Everest, right, if we're climbing Everest, we need to be resting at base camp 1, having a consolidation period before taking another leg up or another leg down, right? If we're too tired and we can't deal with the air, we're going to be going down the mountain, not up the mountain. Yeah, interesting stuff there for BNB. I was on AVE. I think I pretty much touched on AVE. So I'm going to jump to Hex actually because that was requested in the chat. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at this chart actually because a lot of people are saying it's a scam and potentially a huge ruggy rug pull coming through there. How long have we been around? Quite a while since May 20. Oh no, actually, I suppose a whole year. Pretty solid uptrend. I guess it's been coming up with a lot of the altcoins as well. And I mean, in the last 3 days, it's gone pretty parabolic, right? So I wouldn't be aping into this anytime soon. And a lot of guys say it is a scam. A lot of people are saying it is a scam out here. So just be careful, guys, because I do see people get rug pulled quite often across all the socials and stuff. And it's very sad watching people lose money to scammers, and I don't like that at all. I'm very passionate about that. Do hate that stuff. So yeah, be very cautious, be very careful. Do your research before entering coins, especially if they are on not very established exchanges, right? Well, obviously they are established exchanges, but not as established as Binance and stuff like that. Whereas Binance, if they're going to get something on their platform, they're going to do a lot more checks and stuff like that. Whereas Uniswap, you can just create a coin, create an address, get it on there pretty much instantly in a sense, right? So yeah, definitely be cautious for scammers out in this world, guys. It's very dirty stuff. And so yeah, parabolic, we climb Everest, we need to rest. Likelihood we retrace back down to this previous all-time high around this 9 cents here, because there's going to be a lot of FOMO in the market here, so be prepared for that reversal, and I wouldn't just be FOMOing it at the top, because you are going to get wrecked. It's as simple as that, right? But yeah, anyway, let's jump to DAG. Do you like DAGs? DAG, same sort of scenario for DAG here. It is still new. It's still new, but very bullish on DAG in terms of in terms of the long haul, right? In terms of the long run, that's the wrong thing there. In terms of the long run right now, I'm very bullish on DAG just because I've seen a lot of what they're doing, and I've watched a couple of videos, done a bit of research coming through that. It's looking pretty good indeed, I must say. It does look a little bit market manipulation coming through here, but we are still very early in the coin's journey. And this uptrend is very healthy. It's very healthy indeed. This is the daily, so don't get it twisted. This is the daily right here. So yeah, it is looking very progressive to the upside here in terms of a nice healthy uptrend. I would expect at least a consolidation period for a while now, and that's why we are consolidating, because you can see we actually went to the goddamn moon here. We literally touched the moon, and then we found gravity and came all the way back down to Earth, and now we're sat probably at the top of Everest, like, we need to rest, right? So yeah, basically we are going to have a consolidation period here for a while, I do think, before we are going to be looking at another leg up, and then the next resistance point is obviously going to be this previous all-time high coming through around this 39 cents there. So yeah, it's insanely high from what it is now. If we're going to go on percentages from what we are now to getting to that previous all-time high, we're going to look at around 100% there. So yeah, interesting stuff there to basically think about for the long term. And I'm in this for a hodl for a very long time. I'm probably going for like a 5-year hodl on this because it's centered around defense contracts and a lot of governments and stuff like that. So I do think there's huge upside potential for this coin here. But yeah, in terms of TA wise, I wouldn't expect insane pumpage to the upside here. I would expect to fizzle out to basically validate this uptrend coming through. If we're going from the lower side of the uptrend to the top side of the uptrend, it's near enough 1,000% there. So yeah, that's pretty much why I do think we are going to have a consolidatory period along that zone there. Interesting. So yeah, let me jump to TLM next on the list. Oh, goodness me. Speaking very fast. I hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday morning, did we say? Oh, very nice stuff indeed, that H2O juice. But yeah, so anyway, back to Back to TLN, this TA coming through here. You can see how parabolic we are now. And as I was saying on DAG, if we are parabolic like this, this is just crazy. It's unhealthy. I know it's insane gains. It's very juicy stuff indeed, but it's so unhealthy when we're in this sort of level. So don't be jumping into this anytime soon, because I do think we're looking at some sort of retracement back to this volume weighted ATR band at the least in itself, right? And that brings us back down to 21 cents there. If we're gonna pump, I'll do some more percents coming through here. If we're gonna pump, if we go from that first uptrend coming through here all the way, we're gonna pump like 400% there. We are going to be looking at least some sort of retracement, at least some sort of something like that, right? And that's basically what we are seeing. What we're going to see with this coin and what we have seen basically with Bitcoin here on like the monthly, right? Let me jump to the monthly here, and you can see for this whole bull run, right? If we're going to see something like this, we're going to see it's healthy for us to see this. We have to see this, otherwise the chart's going to be invalid, and we're going to basically dump off a cliff like crazy. We need a healthy chart, and this at this point in time is not a healthy chart. We need that retracement. So I would say we are looking to come back to around this 23, 21 sort of zone there in terms of percent, in terms of the retracement from that top side to what we are probably going for in terms of the volume weighted ATR band, around a 34.88% there. So yeah, interesting stuff there to think about there for TLM. But yeah, high lows being created continuously. But yeah, not really that much to touch on it. Just don't be aping in and don't be FOMOing in into here. We're still not at the all-time high. If we are going to be, I don't think we are going to be going higher than this, because that is insanely parabolic, as you can see. And last time we did last time we went parabolic like that, you can see we actually smashed it to the downside and lost the previous low there, which is the higher low here coming through here. So yeah, we did lose that and set a new one there. So yeah, not good. I would expect some sort of retracement to the downside, but that's me saying that just looking at the chart, guys. I don't know the fundamentals of this coin. I don't know what they're doing at this point in time. They're obviously doing something right if they're seeing some insane progression to the upside, and it is on Binance as well, so that's obviously good stuff as well. So yeah, let me jump to AXS there, and then it's going to be Chili's, and then it's going to be Sun, and then we'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're at with time, because I'm flying through these now. Yeah, AXS it's just not come down. It's just gone up. It's a very nice uptrend, I must say. We are seeing nice healthy retracements coming through here. It's very good indeed. In terms of all-time highs, let me just see what we're at. Yeah, all-time high here being set here for AXS. I don't really know the fundamentals of this coin myself, but it's obviously doing very well indeed. It's got a very nice uptrend coming through. So I would be looking at retracement, guys. It's as simple as that. I would be looking at retracement coming through here. I wouldn't expect us to be going. I mean, we could have the continuation of this uptrend, but we need a retracement from where we are now, right? Because the last time we did have a retracement, I'd probably say it was this little tiny bit coming through here, right? So if we are going to be looking at the percent from this previous retracement coming through here, we're going to be still looking at around a 48% gain for this coin. So we need to basically pull back. So if you are looking at jumping in on this, then yeah, I would be waiting for a pullback, because I don't think we are going to be going higher than this on sort of the shorter term time frames. Now, if we go to the daily chart right now, you can see we're climbing Everest. We're parabolic. It's too much. Chill out. Chill out, man. There's FOMO in the market. So yeah, we do need to basically take into consideration that we could be looking at a bigger dump to the downside, right? Like we have seen in the past, right? Like we have seen in the past on a lot of coins, when they have gone parabolic, they are going to basically have that retracement coming through. So yeah, just be careful for that. But yeah, AXS does seem like it's got some good potential. So I probably am going to write that down to do some research on that for the future in terms of hodl position there. Interesting stuff. And if you guys know anything about AXS, smash it in the chat, smash it in the Telegram group as well, because we're all here to learn, we're all here to make money. It's as simple as that. We want to be driving our McLarens. So I've got hair coming through. The hair's all falling out, not good. But yeah, so that's yeah, if you can help each other, that's absolutely amazing. That's the community. That we're all positive stuff in the community coming through here. So yeah, if you want to join the Telegram, it is there. Amazing stuff. And guys, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, if you want to tune into that, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and you're never going to miss one of my uploads as well, right? You're never going to miss one of my uploads. It's as simple as that, right? I do appreciate your guys' support continuously. And I've obviously only been here for like 2 months here, so yeah. Crazy. But yeah, anyway, AXS, amazing stuff. They say in the chat here, Optin says it is a Pokemon game coin. Interesting. If Pokemon are behind it, it's going to be huge, guys. It's as simple as that. We know how big Pokemon is. I don't even know what Telegram is, but it sounds like Instagram. It's not at all. It's basically chat. It's basically loads of group chats, bro. It's basically loads of group chats, and it's kind of a hub for traders. It's what we kind of use as like a, not social media, we don't have profiles and all. Well, you do have a profile, but no like news feed or any of that. It's literally just strictly a messenger app, and it's basically a hosting platform for communities and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great stuff in there, bro. It's very, very good stuff indeed. It's basically like Facebook Messenger, but for traders. It's cool. It's cool, man. There is a Discord chat as well. It's not as lit. It's not as litty, I must say, but the Discord group, the Discord link is in the description as well there for Mr. Miles if you want to jump to that. Shout out to Greg as well, coming back on the stream. Nice to see the supporting me. And Mindless Musician as well, AXS Gaming NFC, driven by Asia usage of the game right now. Interesting stuff there, Mindless Musician. Very, very cool stuff there, man. So we're definitely gonna do some research into that, because as Hero Optimus said, if Pokemon is involved with that as well, it's going to be huge. It's going to be paper. It's going to have paper there. So yeah, that's why we're here, guys. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, right? So let's go to Chili's. I think it is, right? I think it's Chili's, maybe. Yes. So at this point in time, guys, you can see we're pretty sideways. Boring, not a lot going on. We've been sideways for quite a while. A few uptrends, downtrends, basically invalidating these uptrends. Basically we've just been finding complete resistance along this 200 exponential moving average. We have actually just got over it in this current uptrend. If we're going to percent this uptrend, it's going to be looking something along around a 23% from top to bottom there. Candle body at this point in time is around 19% there. We are above all major moving averages. We are above the exponential moving averages, but we do the 200 exponential moving average, but we do have 2 hours and 8 minutes left. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a reversal, because as you can see, this horizontal level of resistance coming through at this 27 cents is pretty strong indeed. As you can see, we have seen a Viva resistance after pumps like this. So yeah, I would expect some sort of momentum towards the downside. If we were going to be plotting in some sort of chart pattern coming through here, I would be inclined to do some sort of parallel channel, looking probably something like that, maybe coming a bit closer to this sort of starting point. But yeah, we still got a support point coming through here there, guys, so I would be plotting that in as well. Now if we are looking for a progression, we move to the upside, we do have a volume weighted ATR band to top us out, and also a horizontal level of resistance coming through here around that 34 cents there. But with that being said, guys, I wouldn't expect us to be going any more parabolic than we are here on the 4 hourly. I would expect, if we are going to see progression to the upside, a consolidatory period along this zone before we are looking for that next leg up. Right now, if we are looking for a measure move off this parallel channel, obviously depending on where we're going to break along this sort of zone here, and if we can get over this horizontal level of resistance, we could be looking to come up to around that 31 cents there. So yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, likelihood of this happening, I would say I'm more inclined to say we're going to go down. Now we're going to reference the MACD right now. We are looking pretty steep in this uptrend coming through. I would say we are still converging. Let me can't really see through these. We are still converging, still moving apart. So this uptrend is still valid, but I would expect, as I was saying, some resistance coming through here. So maybe for the next 2 hours, we stay in this sort of zone before we have some sort of reversal on the MACD there. Now, in terms of the RSI coming through here, if we are going to see this uptrend continue, we're going to get to that overbought point, right? We're going to get to that overbought point, and we know what happens when we get to that overbought point. As we saw just around this zone here, we saw overbought, then we see that price rejection, right? We see that sell-off happening, so we do need to take that into consideration if we do see that sell-off. So yeah, as I said, it's very highly unlikely that we do actually break to the top side here. I would more expect a consolidatory period along here, and then retracement to probably down to these major moving averages, losing the 200 exponential moving average for the rest of the day or something along those lines, right? Pretty tired now. Volume is huge, actually. So yeah, a lot of people involved with this, and potentially some smart money as well, not the dumb money. So yeah, interesting. If the big guys are involved, interesting stuff there. Yeah, so that's Chili's, I think, and that's to Sun is next. Please do sand and see. I'll tell you what, I've literally got like 4 minutes. I've got like 4 minutes, so let me write sand down. And CHR, I've got like, the in-laws are going to knock on the door any minute, so I've got to answer that, of course. So yeah, if you just bear with me, I'm just going to smash out some altcoins here and see if I can get to that for you there. Mr. Dependra Sir, cool name, bro. Dependra, wicked. So yeah, as you can see here, where are we? We're Sun. So as you can see here, we've got a low point coming through here, sat around this 1 cent coming through here, and then high lows were created, and then this downtrend basically came in pretty strong indeed. This is pretty new coin, I must say. What has happened at the start of this coin? Oh, what? I don't know. We've got a massive gap in the market there. Crazy. I don't know what happened in terms of the fundamentals here. So yeah, interesting. If anyone knows anything about this coin, then yeah, smash it in smash it in the chat there, because I don't know why we've got a gap like this, especially in crypto, right? It's quite strange actually. I don't know if they release more coins or what, because it's obviously dumped the price significantly. If we do a percent, and many thanks for the consideration. Not a problem at all, bro. Not a problem at all. I haven't actually seen you on the channel before, so yeah, it's or maybe I have. Maybe you're at the start of the stream or something. But yeah, it's nice to see you back on the stream, bro. If you were, and yeah, I do appreciate your consideration for chilling here with me as well. But yeah, as you can see here, we have seen insane dumps to the downside, right? The gap is like near enough 100% here for Sun, so I don't really know what's coming through here. Abby Dunn coming through here. Nice to see you back on the stream there, bro. Absolute OG. He's been here for weeks on end now, so I do appreciate your support as well there, bro. Sun, it is a newspaper. Oh, God. Funny stuff there, bro. But as you can see, we are in a pretty flaccid uptrend. It's not really doing a lot. I would be inclined to do some sort of... actually, you know what? I prefer to do... let's get rid of that for now. I'm gonna jump to a smaller term time frame, right? I'm gonna jump to a smaller term time frame because it's gonna be a bit more reliable coming through here. And yeah, the reasoning for this is because sometimes like that, it's just a bit too wicky on the 4 hourly. When you're looking at this, it's more tradable on sort of a better price action like this when you actually see more candle body closes. So that's sometimes when I jump to smaller term time frames there, guys. But yeah, as you can see here, we are potentially looking at I would say a rising wedge, and we're going to take this as spillage here because we're trying to get as many touches as possible along this trend line. As you can see here, guys, for the newbies coming through on the channel, and you can see we're trying to get as many touches along, drawing our trend lines in, right? So yeah, that's why we will be doing that. As you can see, we are in a rising wedge pattern. If we are going to break this pattern to the top side, we could be looking at a measure move, right? A measure move simply like this. We're going on the previous trend to the top side of this wedge, and we're going to be looking at something along the lines of this, right? In terms of percent for this long position, we could be looking at, it's going to be around a nice 5.68%. But you do need to remember, guys, we were trending down for a long time, right? We're trending down for a long time. Obviously, we did have the crypto crash coming through, but we haven't really seen any sort of imminent recovery. And this uptrend has been going on for quite a while, right? It's been going on for quite a while. And as I was saying on the 4 hourly time frame there, the wicks are pretty strong, right? The wicks are pretty strong, so you can see the VWAP resistance playing out, so it's quite risky jumping in and longing something like this, right? Because you can see how quickly the reversal can happen, right? So yeah, interesting stuff. I would take that into account. Now, if we are going to lose it to the lower side, we've got what have we got here? We've got higher lows coming through here continuously, all the way up to all the way up along this side of this, all the way up on the lower side of this rising wedge pattern here. So we do need to think about them in terms of checkpoints if we are going to be shorting it all the way down, right? Shorting it all the way down, we could be looking at a measure move to the downside, looking something like so, obviously depending on where we're going to break there, guys. And that's going to correlate pretty well with the horizontals we got plotted in here. But yeah, I would be staggering take profits all the way down, coming through, probably looking something along the lines of this, right? And then taking profit continuously all the way down. If we are looking for a percent for that sort of zone there, obviously, guys, speculation here, depending on where we're going to go, we could be looking at around a 4% there, and I would be taking profit, bang, 1%, bang, 2.5%, bang, 3%, bang, 4%. And that's basically the reason why we do that, is because if we do see a reversal in the trend, if these actually do provide a level of support, then we've already taken a nice level of profit all the way down there. And have you ever traded the up and down coins on Binance? No, I don't think I have, bro. Probably not. I usually stick to the top 50 cryptos. That's my watch list on the side here. Yeah, that's my top 50 cryptos. That's what I like to trade there. Anything below that's more of a hodl, in my opinion. And I don't want to be looking at like 100 charts a day, right? So yeah, that's why. And also that's why I don't really scalp. I do prefer swings like this, bigger percents, because you're not looking at the charts for like 10 hours a day. I can literally do like probably 3 hours of really cold hard looking at the charts, and I've got enough positions to get me by and make the profit for the day. As simple as that. But yeah, in terms of that's pretty much Sun summed up there. But yeah, interesting stuff. I would be looking for a break, but as I said, very volatile coin here, as you can see here, guys. And in terms of the MACD, absolutely, I don't know what the hell's happening with the MACD there. But yeah, as you can see, we are near enough overbought here coming through on the 1 hourly here. So we do need to take that into consideration as well for that imminent rejection coming through in terms of that sell-off there. Flex leverage tokens that Binance has for large caps. No, I've not actually heard of that, bro. Interesting. Probably should look into that. Maybe I'll write that on my list of things to do there. Just to I probably won't be trading it, bro. But I'm all here for learning as well. Like I may be here educating and teaching, right? But I'm still taking the time to learn things for myself all day, every day, because that's just me, right? I'm a cold hard entrepreneur at the end of the day, and I'm gonna be anyway. Moving on. So yeah, Sun. Let me jump to Matic, right? Let me jump to Matic next. Let we jump to Matic next, and we'll go from there. So as you can see here, for Matic, it's just not really recovering at all, right? It's not really recovering. It's obviously the hourly chart. We obviously saw this insane pump to the top side. That was a 230% pump in terms of recovery from that from this dirty crypto crash that we did see, and we saw that V-shaped recovery, very nice indeed. But after that, the confidence in Matic just fell off a cliff, right? It's fallen off a cliff. We've just seen a huge downtrend just play out continuously, right? We've got obviously a massive downward sloping resistance line coming through on the top side here, there, and everywhere. Let me get rid of these. It's very visually distracting, even for me. Can't imagine it is how it is for you guys. I do need to speed this up just in case my in-laws are at the door. So yeah, as you can see, massive downward sloping resistance line. So I wouldn't be long on Matic at all until we're going to be breaking this sort of zone there, and then we could be debating the idea of maybe going long on Matic again when the confidence actually comes back in, because we know about Matic, we know the technology. It's going to be very good indeed. Narania, great, thank you Chester for your time on Sun, not a problem at all. If you sell using BT OTC, can you still save on fees by holding BNB? I'm not actually sure on that, bro. Not actually sure on that. Maybe it's definitely something to look at there. Interesting. If so, could the pump have something to do with the grayscale unlocking? It could, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think it starts today, bro. I think it starts on the 16th. I think it's 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. I think that's the dates. I might be wrong. But yeah, let me know if I am wrong, bro. Obviously, I need to know. But yeah, I did do quite a bit of research on that yesterday, but it's just slipped my mind at this point in time. But yeah, in terms of Matic right now, I wouldn't be long on Matic until we break this sort of zone, and then we're going to be looking for a breakout and the confidence, and then we're going to be looking for a nice, massive, juicy bit of volume coming through there for Matic, and we will be looking at price targets right now. Hopefully, we don't see another lower low coming through here in terms of this downtrend. And that's obviously the horizontal sat at this 89 cents there. If we do, then the next target to the downside, we've got the volume weighted ATR band coming through, and that's going to be around that 74 cents there for Matic. So yeah, Matic is not looking hot. It's not looking hot at all. But we do have just going off trend line coming through like so. We do have probably something along the lines of this, right? In terms of falling wedge pattern. So yeah, I would be if we are to lose this zone, and this is probably going to correlate pretty well. I'm probably going to go. Just trying to get a nice measure move coming through. Don't think we can. I mean, it's just going to look really ugly if we do it like this in terms of the downtrend like that, right? It's going to look very ugly and probably far too big. Yeah, far too big in my opinion. I don't see us going down to that level anytime soon. I would be looking at a bounce point at this volume weighted ATR band nonetheless. And that's why I did want to kind of do a measure move from this zone here instead. But we didn't quite get that correlation towards the top side. And that does correlate a little bit better with the volume weighted ATR band. So yeah, interesting stuff to think about there. If we are going to be looking at shorting Matic, because it is definitely a possibility, right? We could be looking at 14% short if we are looking for a bounce point at this volume weighted ATR band. As you can see, heavy level of respect coming through there in terms of support. But yeah, in terms of Matic in general, it is still looking bearish, unfortunately, guys. I know the confidence was there, and a lot of people are still very confident in it, but in my opinion, we've still got a little bit of way to go down before we get there. And it's just a prime example of when we climb Everest coming through in terms of this 238% pump. We need that retracement to come through for it to be healthy, right? But we never thought it'd be this long. I thought, like, completely transparent with this, I've said this a few times out here, I thought this consolidatory period along here after this dump, I thought we were going to progress further up from there. But after that, it's just been dreadful price action coming through here. So yeah, not that hot stuff coming through here. 38 likes, you guys are killing it. Can we smash 40 likes on this stream? It'd be absolutely amazing if we could. And I think we did hit my 850 sub target, like subscriber target. So absolutely thank you ever so much for that, guys. Very, very, very good stuff indeed. So yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. So yeah, as you can see here, Formatic, this would be it's pretty bearish indeed. Right, moving on to Sand, coming through there quickly. And I'm actually over schedule, and I really hope they don't knock at the door. I think my dog will go crazy if they do. So if I do hear that, then I will have to go pretty abruptly, right? So yeah, Sand at this point in time, guys, it's parabolic. It's parabolic. We've been going up for quite a while. I would be looking at resistance point coming through at this 75 cents if we are going to go up any more. But I would be aiming for a retracement right now. I would be aiming for a retracement right now. The reasoning for this is if we look at the candle body close of this horizontal coming through here, we're looking at bit of resistance playing out here. If we can get over this zone, absolutely amazing. We'll be looking at a daily candle close before we do that. Let's jump to the 4 hourly and see what we're saying there. Yeah, we are flirting. We're consolidating around this sort of zone here, as we did before losing it in terms of the resistance. So yeah, interesting stuff there too. Basically take into consideration if we can get a little bit more of an uptrend coming through here and a candle body close above this zone that I just plotted in, the 64 cents there, it's going to be looking a lot more attractive right there. Is BNB still pumping? Yeah, it is still pumping. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have a look at that in a sec. There'll be a lot of FOMO in the market right now, guys, because obviously nothing else is going up, so people are going to be jumping into things like BNB if they are seeing it. So just be prepared for that and don't just be FOMOing in. Yeah. Yeah, in terms of sand right now, it would be crucial to have some sort of consolidation or some sort of retracement at least, just because we are at a crucial point here. And we have actually gone parabolic pretty recently, so we do need to take that into consideration, guys. If we go candle body to live price now, we're still up 62%, right? So I would not be surprised if we came down to the volume weighted ATR, went on the 4-hourly here, and that's going to sit us around that 54 cents there. So if you are looking for an accumulation zone, it would be coming back off this retracement. Actually, yeah, we do have a pretty strong horizontal here to bounce off. So yeah, I would be inclined to say potentially a wick coming down to around a 0.51, 51 cents, right? 51 cents coming through there. So yeah, interesting stuff to think about there for sand. Let me jump to what is next. CHR. Same sort of scenario. I don't know what these coins are all doing. Amazing stuff. They're all pumping like crazy. So well done if you guys actually already have these in your portfolio and you got them at low prices. But yeah, as it's pretty much exactly the same thing as sand there. It's near enough parabolic there. So we do need to take that into consideration, guys. If we are going to see retracements, they are going to be pretty big. They're going to be pretty strong. If we jump to a bigger term time frame and see what's good coming through here in terms of all-time highs and stuff. Jesus, that is parabolic. We are looking at we're looking at some sort of retracement coming through. I would not be surprised at all. I mean, in terms of a zone that I would be plotting in right now from the live price. Oh no, I did that wrong. Just missed it by literally an inch. Yeah, so live price, I would be saying a bounce zone would be around this sort of zone here. I wouldn't be surprised if we came down to this 26 cents there before having that progression to the upside there on maybe a few daily candles of consolidation. That's basically what is needed. Otherwise, it's not looking good for us. It's not looking good because you will crash. You'll crash pretty astronomically from that zone there. After seeing that parabolic dirtiness coming through there. But yeah, interesting stuff. I'm probably going to do some research on these coins there because they've obviously got some sort of fundamental use. Otherwise, they wouldn't be pumping like this. But yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, thank you for letting me know those stuff indeed. I'm just going to do a quick summary on that's pretty much that's it from me, guys. But I'm going to do a Bitcoin summary right now just to see where we're at, see what's good. Actually, I'm going to jump to BNB quickly because I want to have a little look at that because that's crazy, going crazy. But yeah, we're actually on the 200 exponential moving average right now, so it is a pretty crucial point to watch here. If we don't get rejected from here and we do get a 4-hourly candle close above it, that's going to be very bullish indeed. And I would be looking at next target of 331, but I wouldn't be surprised if we consolidated along this zone for a bit because you can see this pump. It's been absolutely crazy, right? But with that being said, there is going to be FOMO now. People are going to be pushing it up. If it is going to push up, next target is 331. Yeah, 331 there. And next target after that is 337. But if we are going to hit these targets, guys, if we're going to be smashing these targets on BNB, then it's likely that we are going to see that sort of retracement there. So if you are looking to trade this, do not be greedy. Greed is not our friend here. We need to be taking profit continuously as we are going through these runs here. And I know if it does go up further, you're going to be annoyed. It's as simple as that. But never be annoyed about taking profit. At the end of the day, it's a green. It's a successful trade. That's what we're here. We're here to make money. Don't be annoyed about taking profit. And my example for that was ADA when it was at $1.97 back in the day. Right, it was at $1.97 on this insane run up. Right, when we had from ADA, so $1.97 hitting a new all-time high, and I was there like, you know what, new all-time high. I'm good. I took out literally bank. I took out absolute bank, and then it pumped like crazy, man. It pumped absolutely crazy, like another 25%. So I was just sat there watching it go like, that's dead, but I made insane money because I bought it at such a low price. So never be afraid to take your profit, guys. And that's just a clean example of that happening to myself, right? It's going to happen to all of us, right? Just at the end of the day, profit is profit, and don't be afraid to take profit at all. Even if you want to take out 20%, it's as simple as that. But yeah, appreciate everyone saying thank you in the chat. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, I'm going to summarize on Bitcoin quickly. We have seen progression to the upside. We are testing this zone at 32,500 there. All these major moving averages coming through here. We are testing this sort of zone. We have found a lovely, very nice actually level of support at 32,387. As it was saying here, we had no, it was on the 4-hourly chart here. We have got this bullish divergence playing out here, so we are looking at progression to the upside. But in terms of spotting where that progression is going to end, we do need to be referencing the MACD here, guys, for Bitcoin, and we do need to take into consideration, guys, Bitcoin is obviously going to have an effect on the altcoins here. So yeah, if we are going to see imminent rejection coming from this zone, be prepared to see that for altcoins as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the summary on BNB. Bitcoin. Sorry, pretty tired now. Yeah, as you can see, if we do pump up here, we've got a Viva resistance point to play out as well, guys. So yeah, interesting zones to be watching for Bitcoin today. And as you can see, we are pumping, which is good news, right? It is good news. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I probably will be back later for for maybe a BTC update or Ethereum or something like that to see what's going on. Just putting out another video for you guys out here, constantly creating content. I will be trading today as well as entertaining the in-laws, so I will be in and out of the Telegram chat. So if you are new to the community here, guys, the Telegram chat is in the group there, and it is good for new traders, for professionals as well, helping out new traders, and it is a safe space as well there, guys. So yeah, amazing stuff. Thank you ever so much for supporting me continuously. Do appreciate you all out there, and I will see you all later on in the next video, and probably tomorrow, definitely tomorrow morning as well, for a nice early morning stream for yourselves there as well, guys. So yeah, appreciate you. Peace out and goodbye from Crypto Chester.